Introducing Fibroids Miracle. This super simple 3-step protocol eliminated my uterine fibroids in just 21 days. Are you struggling to treat of your uterine fibroids? Are you frustrated, in pain, or feeling anxious for not being able to properly treat your fibroids despite all your efforts? Are you experiencing irregular periods, pain in your lower abdomen, or bloating? Are you afraid of not being able to have children? If you answered yes, then let me tell you that I know exactly how you feel, because I personally had gone through the same experience years ago. I have battled with my uterine fibroids for more than a decade until I have finally found a treatment and eliminated my fibroids and got pregnant twice. You're about to discover what might be the most powerful uterine fibroids treatment system ever developed. It's the same system thousands of women, just like you, use to permanently reverse their uterine fibroids and improve their fertility and the quality of their lives. My name is Amanda Leto, and over the past 14 years, through a long process of trial, error and experimentation, I have developed a surefire, 100% guaranteed, clinically researched 3-step system that is backed by 65,000 plus hours of nutritional expertise and holistic medicine research for eliminating all types of uterine fibroids quickly and naturally. This is a very rare, highly unique and potently powerful uterine fibroids healing system, which very few women even know exists. If you would like to learn how to reverse uterine fibroids quickly and safely, without drugs, without risky surgery, without any typical uterine fibroids treatments, and without any side effects, then this will be the most important letter you will ever read. I guarantee it, and I've got the results to prove it. Success story #Kate Newbold. In less than 4 weeks of following your suggestions, both of my fibroids had shrunk by 70%, and the second ultrasound taken 7 weeks after I began your plan had shown that both of these were completely gone. Dear Amanda, your program is by far the best plan for treating fibroids naturally. The practical step-by-step instructions and the detailed information regarding the real cause and how to treat uterine fibroids were a real eye-opener. I started your program after intense bleeding and pain which occurred during one of my rehearsals. I am a professional violinist. I was later that week diagnosed with 2 medium-sized fibroids which placed an enormous pressure on my bladder. I was advised by 3 different doctors to undergo surgery to remove these fibroids, as I was told that there was nothing I could do to shrink or stop their growth. Luckily, I ran into your program by accident as I was searching for information on the net regarding my condition. I was so relieved to have found that surgery was not always the answer, that it can be dangerous, and that uterine fibroids can return even after surgical intervention. In less than 4 weeks of following your suggestions, both of my fibroids had shrunk by 70%, and the second ultrasound taken 7 weeks after I began your plan had shown that both of these were completely gone. I also lost 17 pounds and my periods became regular. Kate Newbold, Montana, USA. Success story #Sophie Brewster. The fibroid had decreased in size to 2.3 centimeters. I had consulted my doctor and cancelled the surgery. I managed to completely treat the fibroid from my uterus, along with the pain and anxiety that this condition had inflicted on me. Dear Amanda, 4 months ago, I was scheduled an operation to remove a fairly large uterine fibroid, approximately 7 centimeters, which had caused me a great deal of pelvic pain and pressure on my bladder. My doctor insisted that there was no other choice but to go under the knife, and I had reluctantly agreed, after trying several medications to decrease the size of the fibroid to no avail. It was approximately 2 months prior to the surgery when I bought your program, which my husband found and ordered for me online. With the help of my loving husband, I followed the 3-step procedure that you outline in your book, and 2 weeks later I was scheduled for an ultrasound check. It was shocking. The fibroid had decreased in size to 2.3 centimeters. I had consulted my doctor and cancelled the surgery, and with your dedicated counseling guidance I managed to completely treat the fibroid from my uterus, along with the pain and anxiety that this condition had inflicted on me. Thank you so much for your kind help. Sophie Brewster, age 57. Success story #Rachel Alves. It has been 3 months since I implemented your system, and I am now completely clear of fibroids. Dear Amanda, your program has saved my life and my sanity. I was scared, and had been seeing numerous specialists, and almost all of them straight away told me I had to remove my uterus because of my large fibroid. Can you believe this? To top it all up, none of those doctors had answered my simple questions on the subject. I was so scared that I would not be able to have a baby, as surgery seemed like the only choice then. Your guide had dramatically allayed my fears. I have read many other guides on the subject of fibroids, and I think yours offers the only true and lasting solution. I am a walking living proof of that claim. It has been 3 months since I implemented your protocols, and I am now completely clear of fibroids, and I am sure I am on my way to become a mother. I also feel very healthy and vibrant. Thank God for your work and support. Rachel Alves, Montreal, Canada. Success story #Kalisha Lewis. It was a true miracle that by the 3rd week all my pain was gone, including all the symptoms that came with it, and guess what? Last Tuesday I have done another ultrasound and it was confirmed that I have no fibroids in my uterus. Hello Amanda, I am 23 years old, and before I was given the chance to follow your program, I was diagnosed with one small but very painful uterine fibroid which turned my days and nights into a living hell. I had also suffered from dysmenorrhea for almost a year, and the pelvic pain which accompanied my condition could only be relieved by taking 5 to 10 painkillers a day. It was unbearable to say the least, and since the fibroid did not grow by much from ultrasound to ultrasound, my doctor had advised I should try to live with it. How? I feel so blessed that I came across your website and ordered the program. It was a true miracle that by the 3rd week all my pain was gone, including all the symptoms that came with it, and guess what? Last Tuesday I have done another ultrasound and it was confirmed that I have no fibroids in my uterus. I was shocked. I am already tweeting about your program to all my female friends. Thanks for everything, Amanda. Kalisha Lewis, New Jersey, USA. Success story #Marie Havberg. I'm thrilled to report that my last ultrasound showed that both my fibroid tumors had shrunk by 80%. My periods are much consistent now, and I hardly experience any pain. Dear Amanda, I was about to have an hysterectomy with the advice of my doctor due to 3 fairly large and painful fibroids that I was suffering from for more than 7 months. I just wish I had found your book sooner. It would have saved me a lot of fear and sleepless nights. The charts and lists throughout your guide, along with the step-by-step instructions, were very helpful, as well as the meal plans. I'm thrilled to report that my last ultrasound showed that both my fibroid tumors had shrunk by 80%. My periods are much consistent now, and I hardly experience any pain. Thank you so much. Marie Havberg, Finland. Success story #Tara Lindley Jones. 2 months after deciding not to have surgery because of your guide, the fibroid I had was gone. Dear Amanda, I was devastated when my doctor told me that the only solution for my growing fibroid would be surgery. You have given me hope, and I can safely say that you have changed my life completely. I was absolutely hooked on your clear and concise instructions to fibroid freedom, and I still practice your advice on a daily basis. Your system and guidance had turned my painful and frightening experience into a blessing in disguise. 2 months after deciding not to have surgery because of your guide, the fibroid I had was gone. Completely gone. It felt like a miracle. I still cannot believe the ultrasound results. I now have more energy and my periods are regular again. You have saved my life. God bless you. Tara Lindley Jones, Melbourne, Australia. Success story #Shinteroni. My fibroid had since shrunk by %90, and I'm so happy to report that I'm 3 weeks pregnant. Hi Amanda, your guide was probably the most informative book I've read on my newly discovered fibroid condition, and I have read all of them. Your practical, clear and optimistic approach to healing fibroids was well worth 10 times the price of the book, as your program literally gave me my life back. I was in constant pain and had experienced the worst symptoms you can imagine. The option of surgery was not even considered, since I heard some terrifying stories regarding the side effects of these procedures. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you in person for all the guidance and for the results I have got from following your simple plan. It works. My fibroid had since shrunk by %90, and I'm so happy to report that I'm 3 weeks pregnant and feeling like $1 million. Thank you for everything, Amanda. Shinteroni, Turkey. Success story #Megan Woodhouse. Within 6 weeks, my huge 8.2 centimeters and 8.5 centimeters fibroids had shrunk into almost nothing. Dear Amanda, I felt very empowered after I started your program, and the results came very quickly, I might add. Contrary to what my doctor had recommended, that I would have my uterus removed, I have succeeded in less than 4 weeks to treat all the symptoms associated with my fibroids, including the pain. bleeding and bladder pressure, and within 6 weeks, my huge 8.2 centimeters and 8.5 centimeters fibroids had shrunk into almost nothing. Thank you so much for this terrific publication. I also recently experienced a symptom-free menstruation, which was nothing short of remarkable, considering the awful state I was in before I was introduced to your life-changing program. Keep up the good work. Megan Woodhouse, Cambridge, UK. What makes this breakthrough system so unique is that it gives you the power to treat uterine fibroids permanently. It's a fact 93% of the women who use conventional treatments get rid of their uterine fibroids temporarily, and sometimes they end up worse than when they started. Now you can learn how to be in the successful 7% group that keeps it off forever. Note that conventional treatments such as birth control pills, anti-inflammatory drugs, androgens, surgery, or even homeopathic uterine fibroids remedies mostly address the symptoms of uterine fibroids and work short-term. Most women who had undergone surgeries have developed uterine fibroids sometimes within several weeks. Don't believe those websites that offer a fast remedy to uterine fibroids. No magic pill or fix-it-all product exists. The solution I now offer is an intelligent, scientific approach that eliminates uterine fibroids within few short weeks, depending on the severity. My program also teaches you how to prevent uterine fibroids recurrence. Treat uterine fibroids holistically. It's a fact curing uterine fibroids can never be achieved by tackling one of the many factors responsible for uterine fibroids. If you've ever tried to treat your uterine fibroids using a one-dimensional treatment like birth control pills, progesterone creams, or even detox diets and failed, it's probably because you have tackled only one aspect of the disease. Not only will this system teach you the only way to prevent the formation of uterine fibroids, you will also learn the only way to treat uterine fibroids for good, the holistic way. Treat uterine fibroids naturally without drugs or surgical procedures. The Fibroids Miracle is a 100% natural, safe, and powerful treatment that permanently eliminates the root cause of your uterine fibroids. Drugs, hormones, and risky surgeries to treat uterine fibroids sometimes work in a partial way and temporarily, but the side effects are nasty. The tiny handful fibroid sufferers who have learned how to treat their uterine fibroids from within and without ever using drugs or over-the-counters are the only women in the world who keep their system free of uterine fibroids permanently. Now you can learn these uterine fibroids treat secrets from a nutritionist and a former sufferer who knows from real-world experience exactly how it's done. Fibroids Miracle promotes a healthy hormonal and reproduction environment while eliminating your uterine fibroids and preventing their recurrence naturally and safely within 8 weeks. Check it out now. Get for more information below of the description. Lornaful.